1 year ago, we decided it was about time to start transforming our dream into reality. Well, while some people dream of buying a brand new boat, our dream was a bit different. We wanted a boat that we could slowly transform into our own. So when we found this boat that was abandoned on the harbor for over 22 years, we fell in love with the idea of bringing her back to life and calling her home. I'm Roberta.
And I'm Duca.
And for the past year, we have been building our own tiny shipping container house, so we can travel around knowing that we will always have this little place that we can call home.
But guess what? We just found our dream project before we expected, this abandoned sailboat. So we are gonna stop building the house for a couple months to bring our boat back to life. And then we're gonna go back and finish the house. It's amazing how different eyes can see different things. When we bought this boat, we heard all sorts of comments. Some people said the boat was condemned. Others said the boat wasn't worth buying, and that was the reason why it was sitting on the marina for so long. Well, through our eyes, we saw something completely different. We saw huge potential. We saw the possibility of our dream coming true.
If you pay attention, underneath all this dirt there is actually a beautiful designed steel vessel that was so well built that even after 22 years sitting on the yard, still had almost no rust. A vessel that with a lot of work could go back being strong and safe enough to take us anywhere we want, but at the same time comfortable enough for us to call home.
Well, even though back then we didn't have 100% of the necessary funds to buy and to refit that boat, at least we had enough for the purchase and some money left to start the refit. Yep, I know, right now you must be thinking, wait, these two spoiled kids are crazy. They know they don't have enough money to finish this project, and even worse than that, this will cost a lot more than they think, but they still bought this boat. Okay, we don't blame you. Maybe if we were sitting on the other side of this screen, we would think the same thing. After all, a refit this big must cost a lot of money, right? Yep, it definitely has its costs. But at the same time, we had the feeling that the journey of bringing our dream boat back to life would be so special that maybe our weekly videos could somehow help paying for the refit. So we decided to take the chance.
Okay, we need to be honest, it's taking a lot longer than we planned and costing a little bit more than we expected, but there is a reason for that. Well, the deeper we got into the refit, the more we fell in love with our boat and with the dream of turning her into our perfect traveling machine.
Time for the truth. That's it. Running. Not for too long.
I find amazing how us human beings can be so different from each other, and for me, that's the beauty of life. Some people hate to be on the boatyard and would rather just replace the seacocks and go sailing with the boat as it was. And there is nothing wrong with that. Everyone should be free to do things in their own way. But in our way of seeing, we don't think about this time in the boatyard as a waste of time. We see this time as an opportunity to learn, as an opportunity to get to know our boat better.
Are you ready? Another surprise. Small one, imagine. Not that bad.
It's not that
But
deep.
we have bubbles. 14 years ago, I interviewed a really famous surfboard shaper in Hawaii called John Carver. And he said something that had a great impact on me and that explains perfectly our past 1 year working on the boatyard. These were his exact words. The travel is never the most important thing. It's not the destination that matters at all, it's the going there that matters. And what happens in between, you know. Sometimes when we travel we get so focused on where we want to go that we forget to stop and smell the roses along the way. And the most interesting things happen is when things go wrong.
Well, let's start the tour of our mast. I'm shy actually. So here's our mast.
Of course there are times we get frustrated when something goes wrong at the boatyard. After all, we are humans. But when that happens, we try to remember that in the future, when we are sailing really far away from here, we will actually miss our time in this boatyard. We will miss all the friends we made, we will miss walking to the next marina to check how the painting job of our hats is going, or to find a solution to fix the fixing job of our rudder shaft. Well, even though it's a lot of work, I guarantee you, we will miss all of this. Ready for the surprise?
Yeah, it's about time for me to check the transom.
Transom. Now we know the name yet. Yeah, she didn't see yet. It's gonna be.
Surprise.
Yeah, I wanted to show her once it's just ready.
Without the plastic around?
Yeah. So let's see her reaction to the transom.
I'm not good at it.
No, looks beautiful actually. I mean, the whole boat is beautiful, but she's even more beautiful.
I think it's gonna be good when the wood is on the top and the name is gonna be here.
Yeah? Yeah, but did you like it?
Yeah. This is the first time I'm gonna go on the deck.
At this point we had a blank canvas to work, a white, fresh painted blank canvas. Yeah, it's pretty good. It looks really nice, really white, the deck.
After a long
lot of work, yeah, a lot of work. One question we always hear is, aren't you guys anxious to go to the water?
Well, of course we are. But at the same time, if we get too focused on the end goal, I don't think we can finish this project properly. I think we are gonna start cutting corners and I'm sure we are gonna regret it in the near future. So, we try to take the refit with baby steps, one step at a time, enjoying every moment of the refit.
To be honest, we are always more anxious to finish the specific task we are working on at the moment than to actually go to the water. When we were painting the boat, for example, we couldn't stop imagining how the boat would look like in its final color. When we took the hatches off, we couldn't stop dreaming with the day we finished installing them all back in place. When we opened up the diesel and the water tanks, all we could think about was how the tanks would look like with no rust and with a fresh coat of paint inside.
Right now, we can't stop thinking about stepping our brand new mess on our white deck. I think after that, we will dream with all the water hose, valves and pump installed, and then with the installation of the new battery charger, the installation of solar panels, the electronics, and before we know, the next step will be to get anxious to splash our brand new old boat and to start a new chapter in our lives. So what's next?
That's a good question. As if you know us already, we never know what's next.
No.
Yeah, what we do know is that we're gonna finish the boat and go to the water. That's for sure. But the next chapter, the next real chapter that would be like it's gonna be like a big step, like a huge change for us because we are so used to build things right now, to fix things. We've been doing construction of our tiny shipping container house or our boat for the past
3 years.
3 years. So that means that anytime we think we have time, we feel like we should build something. And after we are done here, I'm pretty sure we're gonna relax a little bit, and it's gonna be a huge surprise for us also. How are we gonna do that? We have no idea, but one thing we do know, we're gonna take them with us.
Oh yeah.
You guys are gonna go with us because it's just so special to share everything we do with you guys and to have friends all over. It's just amazing.
It's incredible.
Yeah, we have friends in so many countries that we would never imagine we would have so many friends. That's so cool. Yeah.
And we really appreciate the support we are having to keep doing what we are doing, to keep following our dreams. We really, really, really appreciate
That's
this.
her turn. Yeah. Yeah. We wouldn't be here without you. If you didn't watch our videos and if you didn't share our videos and if we didn't have our patrons are just awesome. You guys are just... I still don't believe how people from so many different countries that never seen us before, that don't know us, like our journey to a point that they want to support us to keep doing that. And that's just... We will always be thankful. We will always appreciate, no matter how long if 10 years from now, we will still remember that we got to where we are because of you guys. That's just amazing. And thanks to our, some really good partners that we believe on what they do, they believe on what we do, and all together a boat appears. That's really cool, yeah.
So this video is a celebration of the special moment that a year ago we bought this boat, this dream boat of ours.
Yeah.
And we are...
It's a celebration of how life changed in 1 year.
Oh,
to be honest. Because 1 year ago, the first day we've been to this boatyard just to check the boat out, we had no idea a year from then we would be here doing what we are doing. The plan was completely different to what happened actually. I mean, like, we do know our intro for the videos say we're gonna stay here for 2 months.
Yeah, we need a new intro.
Yeah, we do need a new intro. But I mean, like, at the same time, we didn't know we were gonna stay here for that long, but we didn't know we would have such a great experience. Like, we didn't know we would learn so much, meet so many new people, and that's just amazing. I think it was worth every single day we spent on the boatyard, even though we could be on the water already. I mean,
we enjoy being here.
Yeah,
actually.
I mean, like, I'm pretty sure we're gonna miss this life.
Oh, for sure.
Of course, we also miss going to the water. It's gonna be amazing to go to the water, but life is a balance. If you work too much, you get tired of working. If you play too much, you get tired of playing. So it's
in our case, I don't know if they feel the same as
I mean, like, the way we see things. So yeah, that's it. We just wanted to shoot this video to thank you guys, to thank everyone that brought us here, and that's just amazing. But for now, we're gonna stop talking because I'm talking too much, and I'm gonna let you. What do you wanna say? Because
I wanna thank our patrons. We have new patrons this week, so we wanna
welcome them on board. Yeah.
There are a lot of patrons this week.
Let's welcome aboard our new patrons then.
Oops.
Let's not.
So welcome on board Beth,
Steve,
Alan,
Eduardo,
Susano,
Bruce,
Carlson,
David,
Rob,
John,
James,
Douglas,
Joel,
Tim,
Tront.
and we also want to thank some donations to our PayPal.
So thanks a lot, Uwe
Henry,
and Mike.
guys, we really appreciate your support. And if you're new here, if you don't know what we're talking about, this whole mess, and if this video is the first video you watch on our channel, it might sound confusing.
Yeah.
We are a couple that started by traveling, and then we went to build a shipping container house, and then we found our boat, and we are refitting our boat so we can live inside of our boat and travel with our boat. If you didn't watch any of the other, 130 something videos, we encourage you. You should go back and watch it, because if we always try to shoot videos that make sense as a series.
Yeah.
So if you go to the beginning, you might get to know us better and understand our motivations to be here today. Because I think, but not back to the shipping container. I mean back to Bali, Indonesia, when everything started like 3 years ago. I think
things have changed.
Yeah, I think Bali is a key place to explain what are we doing, why are we doing.
We can leave the link for the video in the description.
We're gonna leave the video for Bali. Yeah. Just don't get too bored, because I talk too much.
We are Brazilians and we speak some Portuguese in the video, so we can listen to our mother language.
Yeah, we started in Portuguese back then, but you guys enjoyed. We are gonna stop talking. Yeah. See you guys next week.
See you
next Monday. Every Monday, 10 o'clock Brazilian time, we are back.
Yeah.
See you guys next Monday.
See you.
And next week is gonna be a special one. Next week we're gonna start installing our brand new mast. Should we tell them that?
Yeah. We already.
When we look up the hatch here, we're not gonna show you because it's a sneak peek, but we have a mast already. That's really cool. Yeah, we're not sure if you're gonna be able to see the mast in place next week or the week after next week, because we need to edit the video. But the truth is, now we are back. We are a sailboat, because for a year we were just a boat, right?
Just a boat. But now we even have a tent on the top of the boom.
We can show the tent. I don't know. No, we're not gonna show you.
We can show you later.
Yeah, no, you can imagine. Yeah, I mean, our patrons already saw pictures of the mast.
Yeah.
Don't show anyone.